Hi everyone, today I'm talking about why I just sold all of my Apple shares. Now, if you watch my videos quite often, you'll know this isn't quite a surprise because I have been talking about selling my shares in Apple. Last week or the week before, I said that I am considering it, and over the last kind of week, I've been considering if I should sell them, if I shouldn't, if I should hold them. Is there better companies out there to buy? If I did sell them, what I'd do with my money next? All these kind of things, and then I kind of got to the decision on Friday that I was going to sell out of my shares, and that actually, as soon as I sold out my shares, I pretty much invested all my profit from them shares into another company about 10 minutes later. So I've already invested into a new company with all the profit I've made in Apple, which I'll actually make a video about which company that was in 2 days time. So make sure you tune in to see which company I bought with the profit from my Apple shares in 2 days time. But yeah, I sold all of my Apple shares. Now, I've been in Apple for quite a while. I've been in Apple since about $150 per share, and I sold out my shares at 203.05. So that was a nice little bit of profit over there. I made over a $50 gain on my Apple shares in only 3 months, I think it was, 4 months is the profit I made in that time. And to make that much profit from Apple shares in 3 or 4 months is really good, and I'm happy with that. It was near my price targets, and that's what I sold out at. So yeah, when I was looking at holding Apple for, I thought, a year, maybe 2 year. When the stock goes up over 30% in, only a matter of months, then at some point you kind of got to say, has this stock gone up way too much? Is it slightly overvalued? Is the P getting quite towards its historic high? And I was kind of getting to that point. I was like, you know what, it's getting all these things, and I'm going to sell out and take this profit. So that's what I sold out at. One of the first questions I asked myself is, when I invested in this company, did I look at it as a growth stock or a value stock? Because I have two different things with growth and value stocks. A growth stock for me is a company that's growing at double percentage, um, 10% above revenue and EPS. And Apple is not doing that on the revenue side of it. In fact, it's slightly struggling on its revenue side of it because its main products are not selling so well. So for me, as well as the low P and dividend play, it's a value stock, not a growth stock. And with value stocks, I kind of set a price target that's normally near its 52-week high, and I normally get into value stocks at a discount when it's near 52-week lows, which Apple was exactly that. It was near 52-week lows. I bought in. It got near to its 52-week high, which is only $20 more than this, and that's where I sell out. And I do believe Apple will go up, from now, a year to year. I do believe it'll go past its 52-week high. It is a great company. But how quick is it going to do that compared to another company? You've got other companies that are potentially at a discount bigger than Apple right now that have even bigger potential to go past the 52-week high, a growth stock maybe. And, when I look at growth and value stock, Apple came in the category of value stock. And for me, a value stock kind of doesn't go past its 52-week high so much. And that's where I sold out at. Another thing I've got to consider, is there a better stock out there now than Apple? For me, Apple's fair value right now is a stock that I feel is undervalued, that's better than Apple. And I was looking around and I found one, and I thought, well, I have known about the company for a while because I mentioned it on the channel before. But yeah, I looked, is there a better stock out there that I can invest these profit in and go invest in a better company that I feel I'll get a better return on in the next 5 years? And I found that. So there was a better company than Apple right now, even though Apple is a great company for sure. And is it near my target that I set for Apple? So when I invest in a company, I normally set myself a little target and I go, right, I think if it gets to this price, I'll sell out. But I'd have another check and see if there's anything changed fundamentally before I do sell it. But I normally set a target when I get into a stock, and when it gets near that price, that's when I know where to sell. And Apple for me got near my target because I said that I would sell my Apple shares somewhere between the 210 and 220 range. It is a little bit lower than that, but with earnings coming up round the corner, I wasn't going to take that risk. It might have moved higher, it might have moved lower after earnings, but there's always that potential for it to go down. And I don't mind missing out on a few dollars of it going up, but if it was to get absolutely, smashed on earnings and it went down loads, then, I could have sold out really. So it's near what I wanted, and like I say, I don't know how long the opportunity would be available and the other stock to buy at the discounted rate, and that's where I kind of came from for it all. So yeah, I've sold out of all my Apple positions, and I bought a stock that I believe will do better than Apple over the next 1 to 5 years for sure. Even though Apple's still a great company, and if you were to buy an Apple, I'd say, look, Apple's a great company and you will get a nice dividend, a nice return off that stock. You know, I just believe that I've got my money from that stock now, so sell it, take that profit, I can go buy a bigger position in another company now, and I do like the company that I bought in more than Apple. So for me, it was the right move for me, but for other people, you know, obviously it might not be the right move to sell their Apple shares, but for me, I found it was personally the best move for me to do right now. But yeah, I'm happy that I've done that. I'm gonna miss my Apple shares for sure, and you know, if Apple was ever to drop down another $50, you know, I'd be straight back into this company because I do like it. But for me, it's near fair value for now, and when it's a value stock and it's near fair value, that's time for me to go, and that's what's happened. So that's a big move in my portfolio, guys. It's the first stock that or my first position I've actually sold this year, for nearly 5 months into 2019. But thought I'd update you on that. I always update you when I make moves in the stock market, and I have bought a new stock, and I'll announce that stock in 2 days' time. So if you want to see that video, subscribe, give the video a like, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for all the support recently, near 230 subscribers. So if we get to 230, that'd be great. So thank you for that, and I'll see you on the next video.